Hello, I'm Paul Quat of Niagara Conservation.
And I'm Roger Peugeot, also known as Roger the Plumber from Kansas City. I've been in this business for 60 years and I've installed thousands of toilets. But I got to tell you, I've never seen one like this. It's the Stealth from Niagara Conservation. It uses just 0.8 gallons of water per flush. It saves more water than any other toilet with fantastic one flush performance every time.
Now, to put Stealth in context, let's look at the numbers in today's toilet market. 3.5 gallons per flush, older toilets that can't be made or sold anymore. They're wasteful and they're just plain bad for the environment.
But Paul, there's still a heck of a lot of them out there.
1.6 gallons per flush. Since 1995, this has been the standard, the maximum flush volume allowed for any toilet sold in America.
Boy, when those first came out, they just didn't work. They clogged, you had to flush twice, we had tons of callbacks from unhappy customers, and there are still 1.6 gallon flush toilets being sold that don't do a good job.
And moving on, 1.28 gallons per flush, the threshold for true water conservation. A toilet like Niagara's flapperless Ecologic uses 1.28 gallons or less and is classified as an HET, a high efficiency toilet. Then you have dual flush toilets, designed to use up to 1.6 gallons to flush solid waste and as low as 0.8 gallons to flush liquids.
These are marketed as tremendous water savers with average flush volumes well below standard HET.
No, but we've seen results of a study that measured the average flush volumes for over 230 dual flush toilets, and the average per flush volume was 1.24 gallons.
This is just my opinion, but I think people get in the habit of using just the high volume flush and hardly ever use the low volume flush. That's what brings the average up.
1.24 gallons per flush is good HET level performance, but definitely not in the same league with Stealth.
No toilet is in the same league with Stealth. It's not an HET, it's the only UHET, ultra high efficiency toilet, the world's only 0.8 gallon single flush toilet. Just look, Paul's putting 600 grams of miso paste into the Stealth. In order to qualify for EPA's WaterSense listing, an HET must flush a minimum of 350 grams of miso paste. Miso paste is a soy-based material encased in a plastic tube. The Stealth easily flushes 600 grams of miso paste with just 0.8 gallons of water. Watch this. Now that flush was quiet. The bowl is empty and completely clean. And I challenge anybody to subject a Stealth toilet to any reasonable test. With just 0.8 gallons of water, it delivers one flush performance as good as a wasteful 3.5 gallon toilet.
We're proud that Popular Mechanics magazine selected the Stealth flushing system as one of 11 winners of their 2010 Green Design Awards for products that create smart homes and more educated inhabitants. Stealth's patented dual flush trapway technology involves a combination of air and water working in unison. After a flush, air forced through this transfer tube pressurizes both the trapway and the water in the bowl, and this creates a larger water surface which helps the bowl stay clean. When you flush Stealth, water leaves this inner chamber and depressurizes the trapway, delivering a tremendous surge of water that quickly creates a sustained siphon action to pull wastewater in. Meanwhile, water leaving the tank cleans the bowl and pushes more wastewater down the trapway. And when the siphon breaks, the inner chamber and tank refill, and Stealth is ready to go again.
This kind of technology is the way of tomorrow. To get that kind of performance with no noisy pressure assist and just 0.8 gallons of water, it's just amazing.
You know, we keep talking about 0.8 gallons, but what does that really mean in terms of saving water? Stealth uses 37% less water than a 1.28 gallon HET toilet and 50% less than a standard 1.6 gallon. And if you compare Stealth to a 3.5 gallon toilet, It's going to save 20,000 gallons of water every year with an estimated savings of $200. And over a 10-year lifespan, that's 200,000 gallons and over $2,000 saved. You may not know the Niagara name. It's kind of snuck up on the plumbing industry in, well, a very stealthy fashion. But for over 30 years, Niagara's been in the business of helping homes and businesses save energy, water, and hot water with hundreds of products including weather stripping, programmable setback thermostats, more energy efficient lighting, and water-saving shower heads and faucet aerators. Now take the Stealth toilet and add this new Trimax shower head that adjusts from 0.5 to 1.0 to 1.5 gallons per minute flow rate and aerator, and you've got what Niagara calls the Stealth Suite. Take an average bathroom, an average family of 4, and this shower head and aerator will save another 20,000 gallons. That's 40,000 gallons total.
That's not just saving water. You use less water in the shower. You also use less hot water for bigger savings on your utility bill.
Well, okay, now let's think really big. Niagara estimates that if every household in the USA installed the Stealth Suite, we would save over 3 trillion gallons of water and cut utility bills by $30 billion. Even if just 10% of American households got Stealthy, it would save 145 billion gallons of water and $1 billion on electric and water bills.
Paul, let's get back down to basics. As a plumbing contractor, I think Stealth is a great-looking toilet, round or elongated, that's as easy to install as any toilet I've seen.
It gives a complete clean flush on just 0.8 gallons, so you never have to double flush.
And that means no callbacks.
And it'll save 20,000 gallons of water per year. Well, make that 40,000 gallons with the Trimax shower head and aerator combination. And that translates into over $400 in annual water and energy savings.
So Stealth is a great deal for me and my customers, and a great deal for good old planet Earth.
And Roger, that's what Niagara Conservation's all about.